Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the monthly card readings for each sign. If you enjoy these free readings, you can show your support by donating or purchasing some of my many wares. If you can't afford to purchase anything, you can still show your support by subscribing, thumbs-upping, sharing, or take a second to click on one of the ads. Thank you in advance for your continued support, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now on to the reading. Hi everyone, before we get to the monthly December reading, I wanted to show you what this kind of looks like. These are the year ahead readings that I'm going to be offering. I did them last year, they're a big hit. This is going to be for the year 2016. It's a video reading, and this is going to be the layout. It goes by quarters. The first quarter is January, February, March. This is not necessarily January, February, March. It's just the first 3 months overview, then the next 3 month overview, the next 3 month overview, next 3 month overview, and then I'll pick one animal totem card for you. This reading is for the year of 2016, and it's a video reading that's private. You'll be able to watch it over and over again. I did them last year. It was a big hit. And also with the holidays coming up, be sure to check out my Redbubble site for a lot of great gifts. Okay, on to the reading. Hi Leo, welcome to the January 2016 Tarot Scope with the Hanson Roberts deck. And then I'm going to pull an Animal Totem card from my own deck here, Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. And of course this is my book, Tarot in the Modern World. If you look on that info thing on the top there, you can find everything. Just go to that link and scroll down. Keep scrolling. Okay, Leo, what's going on for you in January? Oh, that looks nice. Excuse me, 2016. January 2016. Leo. January 2016, Leo. That one wants this bottom card with the cherry. I just wanted to come out. Okay, well, the first couple cards, it's like love. Big time love stuff here. 4 Rods and 10 of Cups together. That's some love vibes, man. So, there's some love energy going on for sure. I think we can zoom in a little, huh? Hold on. Back up a tiny bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, there is some love energy going on. Let's just check in that remote to see if that does zoom. Oh, it does have zoom on it. Oh, wow. It's hard to see what's what, though. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You can have so much more control that way. Okay, sorry. Hopefully I'll remember to edit that out, but I might not, Leo. Okay, but back to the reading. So some love vibes are definitely happening here, right? Looks like love and marriage. Good vibrations. These are both cards. This is the marriage card. 10 of Cups. Marriage card. So if we're getting married, or we're falling in love, or we're in a relationship, it's very happy, and it's going really good. 4 Rods, it's like back set up too. Some of you might be living together or moving in together, or sometimes it could do with buying and selling a house. If you're single, maybe you're going to really meet somebody really cool, or if you're single and you're going to move, then you might move and meet somebody really cool. But there's a lot of joy and happiness around. By the same token, there's also these people over here in reverse. I think for some of you, you might be afraid. There might be love might be showing up, and you might be leery about it. Because this is a fire sign person, possibly you, Leo, Aries, or Sag, in reverse with their back turned. This is definitely people who are fighting. I'm looking this way, I'm looking this way. We're at an impasse. We are arguing, we're not getting along. And then the 6 of Rods is in reverse too, so it says that might be getting ugly. We're disrespecting each other, and we both are doing it. And this is a man, and in these cards, if you never saw my reading, in the card it's a man, woman. It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be this is the man, this is the woman. It could be just that it's probably you and some other person. that you've been fighting with. Maybe it's your last relationship. Maybe you had a bad divorce or a bad breakup and you're leery about getting back together, getting in another relationship. This could also be, though, too, maybe if you've had a falling, you guys are fighting, then maybe you're going to make up. That could also be. But there's this change from friction and not getting along. This is markedly different than this, okay? So, again, past relationship, new relationship, or we're fighting and we're back together. It could be either or. But it all seems to be happening in Gemini. I mean, funny I said Gemini. I was trying to say January, and Gemini flew out of my mouth. So I usually don't try to go beyond this month, but maybe something will happen in Gemini, or maybe this air sign person is a Gemini, okay? Or are we going to have some Gemini? We'll have the Gemini moon in January. Let me see if I can look that up for you guys real quick. I might not be able to see. This is one of the smaller books. I have my big one here. Oh yeah, we'll have a Gemini moon in January. It's going to be on the 19th and 20th. So that might be something. Well, another thing that's happening astrologically for you guys, your full moon is coming on the 23rd, the full moon in Leo. So that's your once-a-year full moon. You get your once-a-year new moon around your birthday, in usually August, and then you get the once-a-year full moon in the opposite sign, when the sun's in the opposite sign of Aquarius. So this is your full moon, and that's, it's the full moon is in, the moon is in Leo, the sun's in Aquarius. Here we've got fire and air, which is Leo Aquarius, so it could even be something coming up around that full moon. Well, something should come up around that full moon. Something should kind of come to a head, or come to full force around that full moon for you anyway, just because you're Leo, or even if you're Leo rising. So, and 10s are culminations, and you have 2 10s here. The other 10 you have is the 10 of rods in reverse, which is nice. Because 10 of rods upright is, I'm carrying this burden around, I've got this heavy load. In reverse, it's like, I'm free from that. Note that it's right next to the Magician. The Magician is, you got to make it happen. Sometimes I think the Magician is a Leo, because he's got all that hair. He's got the big mane of hair like a Leo would have, But it's definitely you, whoever, I'm doing the reading for you. It's there. And look at, you got all these cards. The Ace of Rods is pointing up, the Magician is pointing up, and they're pointing up at this good, happy love stuff up here. The Magician is not a passive card, though. The Magician is a card of you making it happen. So it's going to require effort on your part to make this happen. This isn't just going to wave a magic wand and I have this happy life and it's all, everything, there's other things to overcome to get there, and you have to make an effort. It's not just going to fall from the sky. Burdens being lifted off your back, and it does have to do with this Knight of Pentacles. This seems to me to be more on the financial thing, because it's saying there was a shortage or you were feeling not as abundant. And then the Knight of Pentacles says, he's got the money. He's the guy with the money. He could also be in the time of Earth, and we are going to be in the sign of Capricorn until the 20th. So it could be during the time of Capricorn. This guy shows up, or girl, could be either in these readings, remember, shows up with some money idea for you, or a job or something. Shows up in a financial way for you, loan officer, it could be anything. The other thing is there's going to be a new moon in Capricorn on the 9th. So that might be some kind of a key date for you guys with some money showing up, okay? So there's this new beginning, a load lifts off your back, but there's also, some death around. Usually not anybody dying, But it's, what is death by? It's by this being stressed out card. So this new beginning that you're planting the seeds for now, or maybe even planted the seeds for in Sagittarius. Because rods are fire, but not necessarily so. But if you haven't done it in Sag, you'll definitely be doing it in January. You're planting these new seeds. It's leading to this all up here. Everything's shooting up here in this direction. All the pointers are pointing up there. And it's going to be a big change for you in a good way, because what follows it too is the Chariot. That's the highest success card there is. It's always rising above, being, rising from the ashes, rising above difficult situations, and moving forward. Sometimes it could be you might have to relocate. This kind of scenario, because the 4 of Rods is here, sometimes that's a house, you're moving to a new home or a new location. And when these two show up in the same spread, yeah, they're far apart. One's way up here and one's way down there. But still, when these show up in the same spread, it could be you might have to move to take a job, or move to be with your love, or you guys might be moving together or something like that. That could be a distinct possibility here. The Three of Cups is in reverse here too, but it just is not really standing out that strong to me. This is always that card of the gossips. Everybody's gossiping and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Chatter. Peanut gallery over here. Chatter from the peanut gallery. And notice on either side of it. On this side we have the Ace of Rods. On this side we have the Magician. So it's moving away from that. And I don't even feel like that's even a thing, really. You know, I don't feel like that's even a concern. You know, it's just not a concern. I think it's part of what's being left behind, too, you know, and moving in a different direction. So it's good. There's some beginnings of new money thing, that stuff that's going to be real successful for you this time of year. A lot of people do their New Year's resolutions. I'm not that big of a believer in that. Well, first of all, I think you shouldn't do resolutions, because then you're talking about what you don't want, you know. So talk about what you do want. Do your manifestation list or something, or your manifestation journal, possibly. But also, your New Year is always around your birthday, really. I mean, it's not really January 1st, but there's a collective energy around it, and it is going to be a time of new beginnings for you, because look at all these aces, and the Magician is one, too. So this is new beginnings. And shooting forward to things that are going to bring happiness. You know, the other thing I feel about this, looking at this now, it's like, I think this new job is going to give you another level of abundance. That's going to take financial burdens off your back. That's going to allow you to take more time to focus on, you know, family, home life, relationships, nurturing, those kind of things. You know, that part, that aspect of your life. Yeah, I think that's going to be a key thing here. All right, Leo, so let's grab that animal totem for you guys. What is it going to be, Leo, for January? The Raven. It's my favorite. This is my guy here. Okay, take a look at this in case I forget to edit it in later. And then freeze frame it and really look at it. And let's read what I wrote. Magic, myth, legend, and lore. The Raven is calling you to awaken to the mystery and enchantment. It is time to shape-shift your life into what you want it to be. Well, that's for sure. And this is enchantment, I feel, you know. I feel like you're very much enchanted in this love energy, you know, that's for sure, too. They're always the messengers, too, the crows and ravens, you know. They're definitely messengers. And to me, they've always been finding direction, you know, in life. You know, when the raven caw shows up, and like I've told this story before, but before GPS, the ravens would show up to show me the direction if I was ever lost, and they were always showing up. They would show up and fly in a direction, and I would follow, and it would always be the right direction. So you could take that to another level of they can show you the direction of your life. You know, not necessarily just because you're lost and you don't have GPS or whatever. So the ravens are that, and they're shapeshifters, you know. It's change, transformation. You know, that totally has to do with the death card, you know, that's a shape-shifting thing. Transforming from one thing into the other. Those pine trees in the background are really standing out to me. But you should see what stands out to you. But there's those silhouettes of those pine trees back there that really, for some reason, gets me. So maybe go take a walk up in the pine forest or something. Hey, Leo. Hey, don't forget to check out all my stuff under the info. That year ahead reading will be available for a couple more weeks until the end of December, as when I post this. And then if you want to go deeper, you know, there's always that esoteric soul reading that I do with the chart on the tablet. I draw on your chart. It's a big picture thing, and it's really relevant for a long time. Thank you all for liking, sharing, donating. Donations make these videos possible. No donation is too small. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great new year.